Welcome back to another interesting video. In today's topic, we'll be understanding why modern companies like Netflix, Amazon, Uber, and Spotify prefer ELT instead of traditional ETL approach. Most beginners know that ETL means extract, transform, load, and ELT means extract, load, and transform. But here arrives the real question. Why did this industry shift? Instead of diving only through this theory, let us understand using a real world Netflix example. Imagine millions of people are using Netflix at the same time. Every second, users are watching movies, searching titles, pausing, rating shows, scrolling recommendations. Each of these actions will generate billions of events every single day. Now, think as a data engineer, what should we do with this incoming data? Can engineers clean billions of records first? Suppose we decide to clean every record before sorting it, like removing duplicates, then fixing missing values, standardizing the formats, applying business rules. This sounds good, right? But imagine if you're doing this for billions of records every single day. It would take hours. During this time, the fresh analytics also does not run to the dashboard. So all the teams like marketing, business, all this will be waiting for the data. That is why companies instead load everything first as it arrives and then think about the transformation. Everything lands immediately. The first principle of E, L, and T. Every event lands inside a cloud data platform. Every clicks, every search, ratings, watch history, and the payments. Everything is stored exactly in the cloud as it arrives. No transformations, no filters, no delays. Whether the company uses Snowflake, Data Lake, BigQuery, or Databricks, irrespective of the platforms, the goal is same. Store first, think later. No cleaning, no waiting. Raw data is durable the moment it lands here. Why does this take place? You don't know tomorrow's questions, right? So, this might be the probable biggest reason why ELT became popular. Today, marketing might need watch history. Tomorrow, the recommendation team might need search history. Next month, the AI team may want every click a user ever made. If he had removed the data during the traditional ETL, it's gone forever. Nobody can recover it. Whereas ELT keeps this raw data safely stored because we never know what the future business question looks like. So every team has different things they need. Now, coming to the transformation stage, we notice something interesting here. Marketing team doesn't need the same data as finance, whereas finance team doesn't need the same data as AI. The marketing creates engagement reports, whereas finance prepares the revenue dashboards. AI engineers use this raw click stream data to train recommendation models. So everyone starts from the same raw data, but each team creates their own transformations. That's one of the biggest advantages of E, L, and T. So now Let us look into the end-to-end ELT pipeline, like putting everything together into an architecture. So, first thing, the data is extracted from the Netflix app, all the user interaction, clicks, views, everything, and it's loaded into the cloud storage immediately once it's arrived. After loading, different teams transform the same raw data whenever they need, and finally the transformed data sets are used for dashboard analytics, reporting, and business intelligence. This is the complete ELT workflow followed by most of the modern organizations. One among them is Netflix. Why wasn't this ELT popular years ago? Because cloud warehouses have made this possible. Traditional databases couldn't handle massive transformations. Cloud platforms changed everything. They provide massive storage, massive compute, elastic scaling. Whenever more processing power is needed, we simply scale the warehouse. Transformation that once took hours, now it takes just minutes. That's the glory of cloud warehouses. Many modern companies follow ELT based architecture because they generate huge amounts of data every second. Their priority is to capture every event quickly and transform it later based on their business needs. Some of among them are Netflix, Amazon, Uber, Spotify, Airbnb, and DoorDash. These are some of the companies which heavily rely on ELT process because of the modern cloud analytics and large scale data platforms. Altogether, in conclusion, we can tell the ETL stands for transform first and then load, where ELT says load first, transform whenever required. That's why ELT is the preferred architecture for big data, cloud data warehouses, AI applications, modern analytics. In today's world, speed matters. They want the businesses to take the decisions quickly. They don't want to wait for the data. They want the data to be available immediately, and only ELT is the process that makes it possible. So I hope through this video, you would have got good knowledge of the ELT process. You understand why almost every modern data platform prefers ELT over ETL. Thank you.
That's all for now. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. Thank you.